Hi everyone, and myself included. It's April 20th, and it is a Monday, as I recall. So today we're going to talk about why success is so hard. I'm mainly going to be explaining it more so from my lens and from my lens. And yeah, the background is a little bit different today. We got my cat in the background right there, and my brother is sleeping on the bed. So yeah, he gets to listen on to this amazing video of me in the past, and we can kind of talk about it later. Okay, so what makes success really hard? Um, I would say the first thing that comes to my mind is focus. I think focus becomes so hard when you're trying to find success because success isn't always so clear. So, it's I guess like almost like a needle in a haystack where it's okay, success is this needle and you're trying to filter through it and look for it. And I guess the hay is just all the other details that you kind of get caught up with. And you're trying to filter through everything and find success. And the only way you can really do that is by focus. Because, if you keep going through all the hay and keep staring at the details and just everything within it, you'll never actually find the needle, which is why a lot of people that don't focus on their goals or prioritize never really find success and kind of call it a scam or a gimmick, or you have to be tremendously lucky in order to be successful. And yeah, sometimes it is the case where someone is extremely lucky to then be financially successful. But I don't always associate being financially successful with living a successful life. I think they both play together, and I think you can still be a failure of a person while still maintaining a great financial position within your life. So yeah, I would say overall focus is definitely the number one thing. And I think something else that plays along with it is people's opinions. I think that when you surround yourself a lot with people that don't really have your vision, it might even sound arrogant almost to say, you know, don't just disregard people's opinion overall, but you kind of have to be sharp enough to be able to understand who really wants the best for you and can also give you advice with the perspective that you know that you both share. So whether you're trying to start a new business or do well in school or whatever it may be, make sure that the person is fully contextualized with what you want for yourself and kind of share the same perspective with that person, and then that way they can actually help you focus on what is really important and the inputs you need to be able to get the outputs you want. So yeah, I think a lot of people get caught up on these details, and it's really the simple things that grant you success. It's doing simple things really well. And I I I love creativity and being innovative, but if you're trying to work at speed, just doing the very basic things really well and mastering them will put you in a great position to then have the resources and scalability to do things with a lot of creativity and innovation. But the core fundamentals have to be really good in order for you to do that afterwards. Now, obviously, there can be exceptions to this, but I I don't really count myself as an exception, and I think conventional wisdom is usually something that you should follow. And it's very rare, and I think it should be a gut feeling where you go against conventional wisdom. Um, so yeah, focus on the fundamentals. Um, I guess focusing on the fundamentals is focus in itself, right? With like prioritization in the mix. So it still plays on to the core fundamental that I spoke about earlier. Okay, I sound like I'm speaking in circles, but yeah, that is mainly my point for today, and most importantly, the point to myself. So if you are watching this in the future, Yassine, um, yeah, kind of uh, have an introspective moment for yourself to see if whatever you're focusing on is truly a priority, and if it's something that is just, you know, a lost detail that doesn't really matter, or if you're actually working towards your goal in order to become successful, or speed up the process at least. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you got some sort of value out of this. I do these videos completely raw and just speak completely out of mind. They're not scripted. I don't have talking points. I literally just turn on a button to record and record. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.